Hi everyone, so I am back with another video and our number one team is back with another test loss. So India has lost a match in Centurion as well, and with that India has also lost the test series. This is India's first test series loss since 2014 when we went back to Australia and our captain Virat Kohli was handed over the test captaincy as MS Dhoni took the retirement. Our former Indian captain Mr. Saurav Ganguly once said that no team should be called number one until and unless they've won matches overseas. And this was Virat Kohli's first overseas assignment. I mean, they have gone to West Indies and Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, but they didn't pose that much threat to Indian team, which is doing well. But this was the biggest series and the biggest series so far for Virat Kohli, and he has failed in it. So in this video, I'll talk you through 5 major points that because of which India actually lost the test match and the series. So hi friends, my name is Akash and you're watching me on my YouTube channel named Crick Akash. So let's get started. So in this video, we will be decoding why Indian team actually failed miserably in South Africa. So the first thing would be team selection. Oh my god, this has been a biggest concern in recent past for Indian team. I mean, this Indian side has been bit impatient with players like Ajinkya Rahane for that matter. Like this Indian team had chosen Rohit Sharma above Ajinkya Rahane. I mean, after 10 years or 15 years from now on, if at all we tell anyone that we had once dropped Ajinkya Rahane from test side, it would be a laugh. Because I don't think so Ajinkya Rahane deserves to sit on bench. So for that matter, someone will come up and say Rohit Sharma is in form. Rohit Sharma has scored 100 like in against Sri Lanka. But wait for a minute, think on it. Rohit Sharma has scored 100. Rohit Sharma is in form, but against which side? Against which bowling attack? Sri Lanka, which is really struggling in performing well in international cricket. So I don't think so that form should be a concern. And Ajinkya Rahane was not in that great form, but when we look at Ajinkya Rahane's record overseas, they are like terrific. Like in this Indian side, no batsman has scored a test century in Lords. He's the only batsman to score a century there. So I think we should have respect his talent more, and we should have given him at least a chance in one of the test matches so far. So the second thing is, as I said, this Indian team is a bit impatient with players. The one didn't perform in the first test, let's just drop him. Like, this is not the proper way you treat international level players. So I completely agree that Rahul has performed way better than the one in international level. In overseas conditions, but we haven't given enough chances to Shikhar Dhawan as well. I mean, we have seen our former Indian captain Mr. Sunil Gavaskar said that Dhawan को बलि का बकरा बनाया जाता है हर वक्त, and that is true, kind of true. I think because he's the first one. If India loses the match, he's the first one to get axed. So I don't think so it is fair with dropping Dhawan and taking Rahul. Third and the biggest reason I feel that this Indian team has lost the century test is because of dropping Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. I mean, you don't treat a bowler who has picked 8 wickets in earlier match and you drop him in the immediate next match. What? This is not the way to treat people, right? So I don't know why Ishant Sharma was took over Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. I mean, to some extent, picking Ishant Sharma was a good choice, as it was said that Centurion pitch would be bouncy a bit, but then dropping your best bowler from the last match, that wasn't the right choice, I guess. You could have dropped Bumrah, who is just playing his second test match and who didn't really perform up to the expectation in first match. So they could have dropped him, but then they dropped Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and he even gave you lower down the order bit runs as well. So he was doing very good for India, but then all of a sudden he was out of the. And the fun fact is, when after the press conference of one day first, I guess, Ishant Sharma said that he would have played the first match as well. He was just ill, that's why he was dropped. I mean, that's the kind of confidence he has. So the fourth reason India has lost this test match would be a big failure for experienced batsmen like Pujara, Vijay, and somewhat Rohit Sharma. I don't know how much experience he actually has of playing overseas, but still, we kind of expect players like these to come up forward and play. In the second test match, our captain Virat Kohli played an outstanding knock of 150 in the first inning. I believe this was the best overseas knock he has ever played against a quality South African bowling attack. But then it was in vain because no batsman could provide that kind of support to him. Murli Vijay, I don't think so. He has any weaknesses in his technique as far as the overseas conditions are concerned. But it was just a bad day in the office. You can say that this series is just a nightmare for Murli Vijay. You can. So talking about Pujara, that was a shock for me because we look at Pujara as the next wall of Indian cricket, and Rahul Dravid has performed way better than any Indian cricketer. He averages 50 plus overseas, and when it comes to Pujara, we don't see any kind of form overseas. He has scored a lot of runs. He has been in the talks while he was building up his image as a wall, but now I'm little bit more concerned about him, and the way he is getting dismissed is like quite similar. So I believe that he should be improving his technique a bit more to play overseas. Fifth reason why India has lost this test match is the captaincy. I would say this might come up to you as a shock, like Virat Kohli has won so many test matches for India, and how can you judge like in two test matches that he is not a good captain or something like that? I'm not saying that he is not a good captain, but where you can turn the match on one decision, he had failed to take that decision, I believe. Like taking Parthu Patel for the test match, like promoting him up the order before Rohit Sharma. Like these are 2-3 decisions which he could have taken bit differently, but he has failed to do it. And I believe, like, as we all are cricket fans and we all want India to perform well, but we shouldn't neglect the facts that are going wrongly in Indian cricket. So I believe Virat Kohli has bit more to improve in his captaincy, that's for sure. So in the end, all I can say is Virat Kohli and Team India will have to perform a bit more better in test overseas, and bit decision making has to improve, that's for sure. So I hope you liked the video, and this was my analysis. This can be totally opposite to your whatever you think, but leave whatever your comments in the comment section, and like the video, share the video, and thank you so much.